The Toronto Raptors unleashed their deadly duo of Scotty Barnes and Grady Dick in their preseason win over the Boston Celtics. The two were simply unstoppable, combining for 53 points. It was an incredible display as Scotty Barnes had a near triple-double. He finished with 26 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists. He was 10 of 17 from the field, including 5 of 9 from 3. He hit 3 threes in a row at one point. Scotty was in the zone, while Grady Dick got off to a hot start as well. He ended up finishing the game with 27 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals on 12 of 21 shooting from the field. He hit 3 threes. This was arguably Grady Dick's best game in a Raptors uniform. And I know it's just the preseason, guys, but it was special seeing these guys go to work. In this one, I'm going to be talking about how this makes the Raptors deadly when Grady Dick and Scotty Barnes are in the zone, as obviously the Raptors await some other pieces to rejoin the starting lineup. If y'all could do me a favor, please do hit a like on the video. It helps it a ton. And subscribe to the channel for more Raptors content just like this. For my post-game videos, you can find that at the Raptors Nation YouTube channel. Link down below. And shout out to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. So you look at Scotty Barnes first, guys. I mean, it looks clear. Scotty Barnes is 100%. He's back and he's ready to go. Obviously, suffering that season-ending surgery on March 1st. Barnes back in the mix, and he looked like he was in mid-season form. Possibly a sign of things to come for Scotty, as he put up an absolute clinic. His preseason stats over 3 games, averaging 17.3 points, 6 rebounds, 4.3 assists. And what impressed me the most about Barnes was just his overall demeanor, his leadership, and also I loved his elbow mid-post play, and he was very good in the mid-range. If Scotty Barnes is going to give us this version of himself moving forward, the Raptors are going to be in good hands. As I mentioned, he had 3 straight threes at one point, and Scotty Barnes, he hooked up with Grady Dick on a beautiful sequence. I mean, absolutely pretty right there. And then working the elbow, as I said, you know, Scotty Barnes has really improved his mid-range game, it seems. And if he can continue to showcase that during the season with that 3-point percentage trickling upward, and, you know, you have Scotty be aggressive and also work the post, Scotty may be in line for his best season yet. And that's scary considering the type of season he just had. That's who Scotty Barnes is, guys. He's this team's engine. The Raptors are only going to go as far as he takes them, and he's just the jack of all trades. He can be you in so many different ways, whether it's from outside, in the paint, in the mid-range game, setting up his teammates, you know, holding his own defensively. Obviously going to be asked to guard one of the team's top players every single night. And Scotty Barnes, he looked like a guy who was capable of doing it all. Again, it's the preseason, I get it, but we saw a lot of good things. And I think for Scotty, the biggest thing coming back from that injury is to see how he looks. And he looked ready to go. He looked like the Scotty that we had seen at points of last season. And I'm just excited to see what year 4 of Scotty Barnes is going to bring us. Now, guys, before I get into Grady Dick, if you look at the Raptors over-under win total on BetUS, it actually went down. It was 30.5 not too long ago. Now it's 29.5. So I think this is good value. If the Raptors are able to click, I think this team's going to surprise a lot of people. So if you want to bet the over, you can. And guys, if you want to sign up with BetUS, they are currently offering a 150% bonus on your first deposit and a 125% bonus on your second and third deposits of $2,000 with the code YouTube150. So I've been using BetUS, awesome sportsbook, and I'll be using them all season long. Thank you to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. So Grady Dick really impressed me. I mean, he was in the zone, and after struggling to shoot the ball a bit early in the preseason, Dick had a massive offensive outing. You know, scoring those 27 points, efficient from the field in 32 minutes. And he looked confident shooting the basketball, whether it was with his threes, but really just pulling up for jump shots. Was really impressed with Grady Dick finishing inside. You know, he had the nice finger roll at one point, and he got off to a blazing hot start. I mean, he had a perfect shooting quarter of 6 of 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3, But it's just Dick's, improvement off the dribble that's really stood out to me. He just looks so much more confident, attacking, and he's more decisive. And it really looks like a guy who's ready to have a big breakout in his sophomore season. And, the mid-range is just impressive because Grady Dick is more than just a three-point shooter. He's more than just a spot-up shooter, and he proved it. I mean, this is a guy who can go to work in the mid-range, and then the fact that he is able to get to the rim, that is just absolutely good stuff to see. I think for Grady Dick, as he gets more comfortable playing with his teammates, he's just going to be an absolute weapon. And this is a guy who's going to be expected to space the floor in the Raptors starting five in this game. Going to work with Scotty Barnes, I was especially impressed with the duo's chemistry. There were a couple of sequences where both of them just complemented each other so well. So it's just great to see. And the thing you got to realize, guys, is RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley still need to get back. So we're finally going to see that long-awaited Quickley, Dick, Barrett, Barnes, Poeltl lineup. By the way, Poeltl played well, very well on his birthday. And we saw that for 4 minutes last year? Very, very short sample size. And I'm very compelled to see how it's going to look with a more comfortable Grady Dick opening in that lineup. Emmanuel Quickley expected to get run in the last preseason game. RJ hopefully is back soon. I think this can be a very capable starting five. The bench has questions, but when you look at this starting five, you gotta feel good about it if you're a Raptors fan and what they're capable of accomplishing together. And if the Raptors play as well as they did against Boston while missing some key pieces, and Scotty continues to develop and really show you that he's elevated his game, especially in the mid-range, and Dick continues to look more than just a spot-up three-point shooter and continues to add to new elements of his game, this is going to be a fun team to watch. A lot of people just automatically assume the Raptors are in a rebuild and it's going to be a boring season, but you just want to see this team put up fights and effort, and I hope that game against Boston is a sign of things to come in terms of the quality that we saw from the team. It's not going to be all pretty. Obviously, the Celtics were able to come back, but you saw a lot of positives in that game, and you just hope it translates to the regular season. Some other quick notes, guys. I think Jamison Battles has looked really, really good, and he may end up just getting a spot on this team. He can shoot it really well with size, so you can never go wrong with that. Davion Mitchell, he looks like he's very capable of being this team's backup point guard. He had a really nice assist in this game to Grady Dick, and his playmaking chops have been very, very good. And the thing about Mitchell is his perimeter shooting. If he can be consistent with that, he hit 3 threes against Boston, and do more of that moving forward, he's going to end up being a huge get for this Raptors team. Abaji arguably had his best game in a Raptors uniform. He had 16 points on 7 for 11 shooting, and if he can continue to deliver on the offensive side of the ball more consistently, he's going to be a very key component. We know he can be a good defensive player, but the thing with Abaji that we have concerns about is his offensive game. But if he can put forth more of these performances, he's going to be very playable, and he's going to be a key of the rotation. Guys, those are just some of my takeaways from this game. How are you feeling about the new look Raptors going into this regular season? Again, it's the preseason. You don't want to overreact too much, but hey, you can get excited. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and once again, shout out to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. That is it for me. It's Lucas signing off. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, stay blessed.